Want to speak real Hungarian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HungarianPod101.com.
In this lesson, you will learn 3 different ways to say thank you and how to respond. Let's start with the easiest one. Köszönöm. Köszönöm. It means thank you. If you want to show your sincere appreciation for something, you can say this phrase. Köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm szépen. The word szépen means very much. So this expression means thank you very much. It expresses a deeper appreciation for a personal kindness. When you want to show your appreciation in a more casual way, you can use this expression, köszi. Köszi. When you want to thank your friends, use this expression. It means thanks. Now you know 3 different ways to say thank you in Hungarian. But how do you respond if someone thanks you? If someone thanks you in Hungarian, simply say nincs mit. It literally means nothing to thank for or you're welcome. Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. Listen to the expression and repeat after me. Thank you. Köszönöm. Köszönöm. Thank you very much. Köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm szépen. The casual way to say thank you. Köszi. Köszi. And to respond, just say nincs mit. Nincs mit. Well done! Be careful about köszi because it's really casual. Don't use it with superiors or people you are meeting for the first time. 10 phrases you never want to hear. Let's go! Our first example is felszedtél pár kilót mostanában? Have you gained weight recently? Felszedtél pár kilót mostanában? Have you gained weight recently? Well, it's not the most pleasant question to hear. Yeah, but if you are bodybuilding, then maybe you're happy to hear that. Van egy őszhajszálad. You have a gray hair. Van egy őszhajszálad. You have a gray hair. It depends on the person, I guess. I also have a lot of gray hair, so it's... If someone says it, it's like... It's normal! I started to get them when I was at university, I guess. The stress. Yeah, but anyways, some people, I guess, are sensitive about it. Some people don't. Depends on the person, but if you want to be careful, then it's better not to mention. Én megmondtam. I told you so. Én megmondtam. I told you so. In situations when you already know that you made a mistake or something happened and then someone is just tells you this, it's like, it's so annoying. Like, stop it, I know. This is something that I also don't really like to hear, so yeah, it's just probably better to avoid using when you're around people that you're not so close with. But even with my friends, I'm like, okay. Ki vagy rúgva. You're fired. Our next one is ki vagy rúgva. You're fired. Yeah, this is bad. Nem miattad, hanem miattam. It's not you, it's me. Nem miattad, hanem miattam. It is not you, it is me. Köszönjük az önéletrajzát. A pozíciót már betöltötték. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Köszönjük az önéletrajzát. A pozíciót már betöltötték. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Yeah, this is very annoying when you're anticipating to get the job and the job interview went just fine and you are 100% confident that you're gonna get the job, and then you hear this and you're like, okay, yeah. But even if you hear this, just be positive and go for the next one. Más embereket is meg kellene ismernünk. We should see other people. Más embereket is meg kellene ismernünk. We should see other people. When you want to break up with your partner, but you don't want to give the direct suggestion right away, then you can say this as a comment, or you might hear it as a comment, and probably it's not the most pleasant thing to hear when you're in a relationship. Ma nem tudom megadni a pénzed. I don't have your money today. Ma nem tudom megadni a pénzed. I don't have your money today. Beszélnünk kell. We need to talk. Beszélnünk kell. We need to talk. Yeah, we need to talk. It's something that you will eventually hear in your life in serious situations. So even if it's something that you don't want to hear, you're probably hearing. So be prepared. But normally it's not always dramatic that, oh, we need to talk. It's not like that. Bocsánat, elfelejtettem. Sorry, I forgot. Bocsánat, elfelejtettem. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it can be annoying when it's something important that you're anticipating or expecting to happen, and then it doesn't happen because the other person forgot it. Yeah, but what can you do? Just be patient, and the situation will turn into a positive situation, hopefully.
Want to speak real Hungarian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HungarianPod101.com.
10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Köszönöm, de igazság szerint nem ez az anyanyelvem. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Köszönöm, de igazság szerint nem ez az anyanyelvem. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. If you are super fluent in the language and then people comment or even think that you are from that country and then you say that, then people are going to be really surprised. Mindössze 1 évbe telt, hogy megtanuljak folyékonyan beszélni. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Mindössze 1 évbe telt, hogy megtanuljak folyékonyan beszélni. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. When people ask you how long have you been studying a language and then you say it took you just a year to become fluent, then it's definitely impressive. 3 éven belül anyanyelvi szinten fogok magyarul beszélni. I'll speak Hungarian like a native speaker in 3 years. 3 éven belül anyanyelvi szinten fogok magyarul beszélni. I'll speak Hungarian like a native speaker in 3 years. Please challenge yourself and let us know if it worked out. I'm really curious how long it took for our viewers to get in, not only into native level, but like just conversational level. Try it. 10 éve tanulok magyarul. I've been learning Hungarian for 10 years. 10 éve tanulok magyarul. I've been learning Hungarian for 10 years. How about you? How long have you been studying Hungarian? Please let us know in the comment section. Magyar filmeket felirat nélkül is tudok nézni. I can watch Hungarian movies without subtitles. Magyar filmeket felirat nélkül is tudok nézni. I can watch Hungarian movies without subtitles. To be able to watch Hungarian movies without subtitles, I think you have to be pretty much on a native speaker level. Depends on the movie too, but sometimes you hear slangs or regional language, then that could be a little bit difficult to understand. I think it's a good challenge to try how fluent you are to watch a movie without the subtitles and then, for example, have a discussion with your friends about the movie afterwards. That could be a really good practice. Meg tudok jegyezni 50 magyar szót egy nap alatt. I can memorize 50 Hungarian words a day. Meg tudok jegyezni 50 magyar szót egy nap alatt. I can memorize 50 Hungarian words a day. Memorizing 50 words a day is pretty impressive. I think I've never tried that much. A magyar nyelv szórakoztató és könnyen tanulható. Hungarian is fun and easy to learn. A magyar nyelv szórakoztató és könnyen tanulható. Hungarian is fun and easy to learn. That's right. Hungarian language is very interesting, I think. We have a lot of sounds, various ways how we can talk about something or even say a word. Because of that, our literature is pretty rich as well. If you're looking for a fun language, which is not really widespread yet, then please try out Hungarian. A magyar nyelven kívül egyéb nyelveken is beszélek. Apart from knowing Hungarian, I can speak a few other languages as well. A magyar nyelven kívül egyéb nyelveken is beszélek. Apart from knowing Hungarian, I can speak a few other languages as well. I speak Hungarian, English, and Japanese fluently. How about you? How many languages do you speak? Magamtól tanulok magyarul. I'm learning Hungarian all by myself. Magamtól tanulok magyarul. I'm learning Hungarian all by myself. That's very impressive, I think, if people ask you, how do you study Hungarian? And if you say, oh, it's all by myself because I'm interested, then they'll be both happy and impressed. I wonder if there are any sources in your country to study Hungarian, or are you going to language school, or do you take lessons from a teacher, or are you just studying on your own? I'm very interested, so please let us know in the comment section. Gyakran beszélek magyarul álmomban. I often speak in Hungarian in my dream. Gyakran beszélek magyarul álmomban. I often speak in Hungarian in my dream. That's a very interesting thing, that if you get to that level that you start to think and even dream in a foreign language, then probably you're really good at it.
Do you know how to say, I love you in Hungarian? In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with how to express your feelings to your loved one.
Szeretlek. Szeretlek. Szeretlek.
Or if you want to explain those butterflies in your stomach, you can say,
Teljesen beléd vagyok esve. Teljesen beléd vagyok esve. Teljesen beléd vagyok esve.
And when you feel that I love you is not enough, you can say,
Szavakkal nem lehet leírni irántad érzett szerelmemet. Szavakkal nem lehet leírni irántad érzett szerelmemet. Szavakkal nem lehet leírni irántad érzett szerelmemet.
You just learned 3 different ways to say, I love you in Hungarian.
In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use elnézést and other words when apologizing in Hungarian. We should use elnézést in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, elnézést, egy kávét kérek. Excuse me, a coffee please. Elnézést, egy kávét kérek. We can also use it when asking a question. Elnézést, merre van a vár? Excuse me, where is the castle? Elnézést, merre van a vár? Sometimes we also hear people say bocsánat, which basically means the same thing as elnézést and can also be used to get somebody's attention. Bocsánat. We can also use the phrase ne haragudjon. You might hear this phrase translated as forgive me in English, but it literally means please don't be angry. Since it's quite formal, it's better to simply use elnézést instead. All of these phrases can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is sajnálom. It means I am sorry and can be used in both formal and informal situations. Sajnálom. And now it's time for Livia's tips. Please remember that in Hungary, if you accidentally bump into someone, you can use both elnézést and bocsánat, meaning excuse me. In this lesson, we are going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you are asking it in Hungarian, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you are saying, even if their answer is no. Here's the informal way to say it. Beszélsz angolul? Beszélsz angolul? Beszél means to speak. In Hungarian, verbs change depending on the active voice. You don't have to say the pronoun here. It is already built into the verb. Beszélsz means do you speak. Angolul literally means in English, with angol meaning the English language. Beszélsz angolul? We are now going to make this sentence formal. First, we need to use the formal version of you, which is ön. In this case, you have to include the word in the sentence. Also, we will have to conjugate the verb beszél differently. Beszél ön angolul? Beszél ön angolul? Adding elnézést, excuse me, the sentence becomes even more polite. Elnézést, beszél ön angolul? Elnézést, beszél ön angolul? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. Igen. Yes. Igen. Egy kicsit. A little. Egy kicsit. Nem beszélek angolul. No, I don't speak English. Nem beszélek angolul. Since this last one is a negative statement, we need to say nem before the verb beszél. Notice also that the verb beszélek is slightly different than beszél. Remember, the verb changes depending on the active voice. Beszélek indicates the first person pronoun, meaning I speak. Adding nem in front of it changes the meaning to I don't speak. Now it's time for Livia's tips. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can obviously use this question with any language you need. Hungarian people study other languages at school, so maybe you will get lucky. Just substitute angolul with olaszul for Italian, oroszul for Russian, spanyolul for Spanish, németül for German. In this lesson, we mentioned the expression elnézést.